So recently, a very disturbing incident took place during Khalsa Day parade in the Greater Toronto area that has left many Indo-Canadians feeling outraged. A speaker at the parade, using a megaphone, made inflammatory comments, calling for the deportation of Indo-Canadians from Canada. The speaker, who remains unidentified, said that 8 lakh Bharti, that is 800,000 Indians, should be sent back to India. You know what? In addition to this troubling speech, there were banners displayed during the parade with slogans like "Kill India" and images attacking Indian leaders like India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi. There were also signs showing support for the Khalistan movement and Pakistan, which raised a lot of concern. However, it's very important to note that these banners and slogans were not part of any official processions, and the parade organizations did not support these kind of actions. This Khalsa Day parade started in Malton and traveled to other areas of Toronto as well. Despite the proactive statements and banners, the community has come together to strongly condemn these attacks. The Canadian Hindu Chamber of Commerce expressed concern, saying that history has shown that calls for mass expulsion or violence can lead to serious consequences. They called for all the leaders to denounce this dangerous rioting. If we talk about the community, then Indo-Canadians make up a very significant portion of Canada's population, with about 1.8 million people living in the country. Out of these, 800,000 are Hindus. Despite this, some radical pro-Khalistan groups are trying to stir division. The Canadian Hindu Volunteer Group pointed out that these type of actions are not just about activism, but rather about radical ideologies. Many of these radical groups have used Canada's asylum and immigration system to enter the country and spread violence. These groups promote hateful ideas that threaten peace and unity. It's very important to understand that this is not a conflict between Sikhs and Hindus. Millions of Hindus and Sikhs live peacefully together in Canada and around the globe too, with respect and harmony. So, these divisive messages from a very small group do not reflect the ideas and values of the majority. Unfortunately, this isn't the very first time that such actions have taken place. Do you remember last year during the India Day Parade in Toronto, a pro-Khalistan group shouted slogans like "Canadian Hindus go back to India." These incidents have raised concern about the growing influence of radical Khalistan groups in Canada too. A group called Sikh for Justice, which supports the Khalistan movement, even posted a video in September 2023 calling for Hindus in Canada to leave. They also expressed support for the assassination of Hardeep Singh Nijjar, a very prominent figure in Khalistan movement who was killed in June 2023 in British Columbia. These killings caused major tension between India and Canada, with Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau stating that there were credible evidences that were linking Indian agents to the killing of this separatist leader. India rejected all the claims and they said that these are false and motivated. This controversy highlights the ongoing struggle between India and the Khalistan movement, which has been around since the 1980s. The movement calls for an independent Sikh state called Khalistan just for the Sikhs. But India has firmly rejected the idea, seeing it as a threat to national unity. In the 1980s, the demand for Khalistan led to violent conflicts. And in the decades since, India has worked really hard to maintain peace and prosperity in Punjab, the region where most Sikhs live. Indian government has always maintained that it values its Sikh community the most, who are a very important part of the country's success. Today, Punjab is doing really well with a strong economy and high education rate. The idea of the Khalistan, therefore, is seen by many as outdated and hateful. It's very important to recognize that India is the land of diversity where Sikhs, Hindus, Muslims, and people of all religion and backgrounds live together in peace.